Kiely and I have been friends for almost 10 years. We're with each other all the time, whether we're working or just being crazy. We love being together. It's got to the point where we're not just friends, we're like family.
We laugh, we love, we cry, we laugh some more. As we go through the ups and downs, no matter where life's roller coaster takes us, we know we'll get through it together.
And along the way, we've met some amazing people. Shawna! Kiely met Shawna through an ex.
Yeah, and at first she hated me.
Well, she thought you were loud and obnoxious.
I am.
Anyway, Shawna is a good time girl who loves fashion and is always there whether you need a shoulder to cry on or a wingman at the club.
Which is where Joey comes in. Shawna introduced us to Mr. JRyan a few years back. He's got his hands into every aspect of the LA scene.
Promoter, publicist, and self-proclaimed socialite, Joey is all about being seen and making that money.
Gucci! The baby of the group is Asia.
This little dancer from the valley is young, full of life, and brings a positive light to
everything.
I know, right?
God, yes.
But she's our little sunshine, and we love it.
Each week, the five of us meet for dinner to talk life, love, and everything in between.
We don't always agree.
Nope, no, we do not.
But we always tell the truth.
This is Dinner with Friends.
A fantastic week. I had a great week. How about you, Joey?
My week was awesome.
Mine was terrible.
Okay. Full on terrible?
Yes, you guys. I found out my ex and one of my really good friends who I've been hanging out with like a lot lately have been like texting each other back and forth. To me, I'm not gonna say, oh, it's his fault. I'm really actually looking at her a little bit more. Like, friendships way more than these like relationships you have here and there, right?
Right.
I mean, I just feel like the part that I hated the most was, how did I find out? From him. It's hard because it's like I'm mad at both of them, obviously, but at the end of the day, your friends are supposed to last, you know, through thick and thin, through boyfriends, through everything.
Your good friends are.
Yeah, your good friends.
But that's
exactly.
where you have to like decide what kind of friend is she.
Honestly, like, it's kind of hard because it's like she's a good friend of mine, and I'm trying to like decide, like, I don't know. What do you guys think? That's like a lot. A lot. It's a lot. A whole lot.
Girl, bye. Personally, I feel like the fact that they were going in like that, like, I think you're kind of cute. She should have told you right off the bat. I'm sorry, but that's not a good friend.
Cross the line.
She crossed the line right there. Now, yes, he was wrong because as your ex-boyfriend, he's going to try to piss you off because that's what dudes do. Like, he's going to try to make you jealous to either win you back or just to piss you off. But I give it to her for showing you the text message, but then again, Shawna's right. Like, what kind of phone did she have? She could have deleted certain things that she didn't want you to see just to make sure that she was back on your good side.
Right?
You know good and darn well, if your ex-boyfriend would have texted me, good and darn, whatever, I'm not going to say what I want to say. Because what I want to say is not appropriate. But you know that if he would have texted me, I would have been like, okay, go bye. Click, no, automatically click out of that text and click into the new text, open up Sabrina text. Why is he texting me talking about, girl, your shoes were cute today? I mean, did she show Sabrina they were cute? Like,
Why, when the first text message, let alone the 25th one, did you not come to me and say,
because
this is what's going on?
she planned on having sex with him.
Thank you.
Right.
Please, can I answer this question?
Thank
It is not complicated. It is very simple. She is a sinister, shady, mylies.com tricky bitch. It's the truth. I'm sorry. Preach it. I'm sorry.
Wow. Like,
no
yes.
trust and no
I'm
loyalty.
sorry. You are just like the most loyal person in the entire world, which is sweet, and I love you for it. God bless your heart, sweetie. But let me tell you something out there. There's a lot more chicks like me are out there than there are like you. Okay? That's just the truth.
I'm going to tell you this from experience.
And we're bad. Okay?
I hate you.
I love you back. Okay?
Let's talk about shady friends, because now I'm starting to question, has anyone else had any shady friends? Because it's like, what else is going on in the world
I have.
Yes.
of shadiness with, as far as when you trust someone as a friend and they do you dirty?
So I was watching this new show called Mob Wives, And there's two characters in particular on the show. One's name is Karen, one's name is Drita. Now, Karen was dating this guy for 7 years. They were in a serious relationship. They loved each other, everything, whatever. They broke up. Drita, however, being Karen's best friend, married the guy. Since we're on the topic of shady friends, I'm sorry, but that's shady.
Yeah. That is something I would never do to you, and I hope you would never do to me.
Marriage is a different story, too.
Let her go ahead and say it. Say it, you wouldn't
They
do
weren't married when
Say
they
you
were
wouldn't do
dating.
it. Not to me, maybe to them.
I hope that you never have a husband that I like.
Ooh.
How is it bad? You guys are broken up, and if I am better for this person is better for me. Who cares if you were married to him before? I'm trying to figure out where the problem really is in this sense.
I'm about to hit you with the okey doke.
Okey doke. I've never heard of this okey doke. Hit me with it.
What if I married?
Don't go there. That's not nice.
She needs to go
Bad.
there.
That's not funny.
sorry.
That's not funny or nice.
Regardless of what you're going through, at the end of the day, if you decide to go back and do your friend dirty, if you don't think it's gonna come back to you tenfold or whatever the saying is, I don't know.
Obviously, to take that chance.
Yeah, and that's not worth it.
Obviously not, because if Shawna hit her with the okey doke, she'll cut of it.
Speaking of the okey doke, Suspects McGee. Plenty of people that are going through the same things that we're going through. And I think it's really hilarious. So I think that we should address a certain situation. Okay. Now, this young woman I thought was hilarious. She goes, she wrote this to you actually. She goes, "Dear Kiely, my boyfriend and I broke up for a while. And during our breakup, my best friend confessed that he was falling for me. I still wasn't over my ex, and I was in a confused and vulnerable state." Underline, confused and vulnerable state. So I ended up sleeping with him. Ooh. Now, me and my boyfriend are back together, and he wants me to cut all ties to my best friend. Completely just screw him. You did already. Well, you did that. But don't do that anymore. You stop talking to him.
Been there, done that.
She wants to know what she should do.
I feel she should cut all ties.
She doesn't want to lose, but she doesn't want to lose.
No.
Pause. She doesn't want to lose her friendship with her best friend because she doesn't have feelings for him. She was just in a confused and
You crossed that line, boo. As soon as you cross that line, that's your fault. That's your bad. In my opinion, she already made that decision.
Nope.
Like, she already made the decision by crossing the line. And now, if you're trying to tiptoe back and backpedal back to the boyfriend,
I'm sorry.
you gotta understand.
Should I reread the confused and vulnerable state thing again?
It doesn't matter. Nobody asked you to go and sleep with your best friend. Go sleep with a random guy if that was the case. If you needed to be confused and vulnerable, like you're saying, go and be confused and vulnerable with a random person that won't ever matter. So,
Keely, go, and then I have to say something.
Please.
I got a lot to
First of
say.
all, why does the boyfriend know that you had sex with your best friend? Who told him? Did you tell him, were you in a confused and vulnerable state, start to vomit up the mouth? Hey, by the way, I had sex with my best friend. Dummy.
If me and you had sex when you were in a vulnerable state or whatnot, and then you got back with your ex-boyfriend, you ain't cutting me off, bitch. I have to cut your ass.
I love you.
I
just
totally
saying.
agree with Joey. I'm sorry, he's right. Girls, for some reason, decide they need to run into the arms of another man when one is dissing them.
And she really actually kind of needs to apologize to him if that's
She
how
does.
she feels. If she's not in love with him, she needs to apologize that she allowed it to go somewhere where she didn't really want it to be.
And next time, girl, if you can't keep your legs closed, then keep your mouth closed.
Thank you! Oh my God! I can't imagine what we're going to be talking about next week, but let's just pray that we make it till next week, guys. Okay.
All right, you guys, dinner with friends. It's been great.